Do you have some leftover mashed potatoes? If so, let's make these delicious mashed potato balls. Alright, let's go ahead and get started on these mashed potato balls. It's a great recipe whenever you have leftover mashed potatoes. To the right there on our screen, you're going to see all the ingredients that you need to make this recipe. We're going to start with 2 cups of mashed potatoes that are cold. We're going to put in there 2 strips of bacon, which we have cooked, made crispy, and we've crumbled. 2/3 a cup of shredded cheddar cheese. 1/4 a teaspoon of black pepper. 1/4 a teaspoon of salt. And 1/3 cup of thinly sliced green onions. We're going to mix this really well. This really is a great way of using leftover mashed potatoes. You can use it, you can put leftover mashed potatoes in egg rolls, make them into potato cakes, so many different recipes. All right, we're going ahead and take 1 tablespoon of our mashed potato mixture. We're going to form it into a ball. We're going to coat it in some flour, and then we're going to stick it in some eggs that we've beaten thoroughly. And then we're going to coat the outside of that with some panko breadcrumbs. This is a really good recipe. It's got that loaded mashed potato taste on the inside, and it's got that little bit of crispiness on the outside. Now, if you want to use smaller, make them smaller, you can use teaspoons. I wouldn't really make them much larger than a tablespoon because you want to make sure that you get the center of it reheated to 165 degrees. So you kind of don't want to do it much larger than that. Once you're done making these balls, you're actually going to then stick them back in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. You want to make sure that they're nice and chilled. And while you're doing that, then we're also going to take our deep fryer and put it at 350 degrees. All right, our deep fryer is up to 350 degrees. If you don't have a deep fryer, you can always use a Dutch oven. Put a little bit of peanut oil in that and let it get to temp. We're going to put probably 3 or 4 of these per side. We want to make sure that we don't get our oil too cold. So you really want to watch how many you put in. And also you don't want to crowd them to make sure they get a nice golden brown coating on the outside so they don't stick together. All right, it looks like that they are beginning to become a very golden brown. Look at that. Look how golden they are. Look how large they are. They look great. We're going to set these up. We're going to let them drain just a little bit. And then we're going to stick them over on our paper towels. And the reason we're putting the basket into the bottom is we want to make sure that our mashed potato balls don't stick to our basket. If you put the balls in there first and then lower it, you have a good chance of that sticking. That's going to tear up your mashed potato balls. But we're going to go ahead and finish cooking these off, and we're going to get them plated. All right, let's get these plated. In the middle, we've got honey mustard, which is our homemade honey mustard sauce, which is, of course, delicious. If you want to use ranch, you can use ranch. But if you enjoy recipes like this, please take a moment to like and subscribe to our page. Make sure that you hit the notification bell off to the side so you're notified whenever we put up new recipes. And we hope that you enjoyed this recipe because we know that we did. It was so tasty.